Hey y'all, it's Casey Hope from Pizzazz, and we're back with another 10-minute video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do this cute little sweet handmade card in just 10 minutes or less. So this is just a piece of watercolor paper. You can buy watercolor cards, or you can just cut watercolor paper to size, fold it, and you've got a card. This was just a little just because card, just because it is fun to give people handwritten notes, and then if you can do some hand painted art along with it, oftentimes you will find that people want to just cut this out and frame it, but whatever the case, it's going to bless somebody's day, even if it's just blessing your day by doing it for 10 minutes. So let's go ahead. I am going to kind of rearrange all the things, go over our supplies. Watercolor paper. I do have a waterproof pen. Today I'm using the Faber-Castell Pitt pen, the 0.3 size, but I'm not, there's multiple pens you could use. I've got my koi watercolors today, and I've got a couple different size brushes, but I will most likely be using this one. It's just little. I hesitate to tell you numbers because every brand is different on numbers. So as always, if I can do this in 10 minutes or less, we're giving away fun little prizes. These are challenges that I give to myself, but I really want you taking these challenges too. I want you creating in 10 minutes. And when you watch me do it, I hope it gives you the little jump start to do it too. And if I make it in 10 minutes or less, we are giving away a fun little surprise to one of you who like this video. Leave us a comment and make sure you are also subscribed. All right, so here we go. Let me take my picture out of this. I'm going to set my timer to 10 minutes. All right, and here we go. I'm going to actually pull this down and so that you can see all the things. Okay, so I'm going to start just with drawing. All right, so I'm just going to draw this. I'm going to start with a little bit of an oval. And then we're going to come down on both sides and then out. You can obviously do whatever style vase you want. The drawing is what's going to take the most time on this today. The watercolor, you're going to see, we are just going to splash it in there. If you have a strong enough watercolor, a strong enough drawing, it holds the watercolor to where you don't really have to do much. Okay, so we see we've got an oval here. We've got a curved line there. I'm gonna put a few little just lines in here. That glass. I'm just going to go over this just a little bit more. A few extra lines. All right, so now let's start adding fun flowers. So we'll do a big one here. I'm just going to kind of do the shape, just a little blob of a shape. So we got a couple of blobbies, and I always like to say doing like a little C and a backward C. Obviously, it's not perfect C and perfect backward C, but that is a easy way to kind of think of what direction are those hands or are those lines going. I'll see. And then a bigger backward C. All right, so I'm going to have to speed myself up and not talk as much. All right, so I'm going to do several of these little flowers. I'm going to start at a point, and it'll kind of go like a fan blade. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try to fit 5 into them. Okay, so if I can't, I can't, but. Gonna make those centers a little darker. I always like there to be some thicks and thins with my color. And what I mean by that is a lot of these lines, if I just go over them once, it's the line weight is light. But if I go over them a few times, that line weight starts to get a little bit heavier. And there's a good contrast between the thinner lines and then the thicker lines. All right, so. Sometimes you just use discretion. Yours might not be, you might not look exactly like mine. You may have to just add filler in different places. Here we're just adding some lines, and then we're just going to do some little circles, like little berry type things all around. Those are really good fillers in a lot of places. So like I do my straight line, I do the 2 lines coming off of it, and then the circles. And put some leaves in here also for some filler. Things are looking a little too empty. Right down here, we can have a few different leaves coming out. I feel like I need a few little sprigs here. You're really just being a little floral designer, thinking, where does it need a little bit more? Now, do you see how the dark areas that I colored in here are like they're really dark? Well, I need to add in some other dark. So on the sides of some of the circles, I'm going to add a little bit more. Again, just trying to increase that line weight so that we have some thicks and some thins, just to give it a little bit more of a balanced picture. Little lines right here. How about the base of some of these? Come down a little bit closer because I know these are. These are very intricate. You just see me kind of doing that double outline like I do sometimes, just to add a little more. And then of course we would want some stems here. Doesn't have to be like an exact anything. We're just getting a quick little impression of what all of this is. All right, so I've got that drawn. Now I'm going to write a little sentiment, in this case, just because it's a-okay to be giving somebody a fun little painting. Hold on, I have to stop, think how to spell. A fun little painting and card, just because. All right, so now I am grabbing my watercolor and I am just going to start throwing color on, okay? And when I say throwing color on, I like, for real, y'all. It is not going to be, here, I'm gonna put this right, well, I've got not that long. I'm going quick. Let's see, we'll get some green in a few of these places. What the beauty of this is, if your lines are strong and good, you just don't have to paint in the lines. You know what I mean? Just adding color to kind of the general areas where the color needs to go is enough. Gonna mix a little bit of red and white for some of these. It's a little bit much. Dabbing it off. I can't. There we go. That gives me some yellow. And again, I got so much water. I'm not trying to color in every single spot. I'm not trying to stay in the lines exactly. I like it better, this loose style. My drawing is holding the weight of this picture to where I can just kind of have fun, throw in some color. And for the most part, this could be it. Now I am going to get a bigger brush and watch if I want to kind of add some wetness over here and maybe put in a little bit of green. Basically, it's just going to kind of add a little bit of color into the background if you didn't want it to be like super plain white. And you don't want it to be necessarily one solid color either. Doing this technique of just a little bit of water, just a little bit of color, it kind of just looks fun to me. If anything looks too tight. And there we have it, y'all. There we have it. I still got like what, a minute and a half or something left. So we did it in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, we created a hand painted watercolor card that's going to be so cute for somebody, just for a little gift or just for your piece and play for today. So y'all know the drill. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment. Let us know, are you doing this for yourself as for just piece and play, which we highly encourage you to do because there's so many benefits from just sitting down and doing art, but there's also a lot of benefits from doing things for other people. And so let us know, are you going to do this just for yourself? Or are you going to do this for a little gift for somebody? We would love to hear it in the comments. So there we did it though, y'all. We did it in 10 minutes or less. So that means you can too. Don't give the excuse of you don't have time anymore when it comes to creating art, because if I can do it in 10 minutes or less, so can you. All right, y'all, that is all for today. We will see you next week.